officially, the bull run has now begun. And I know every YouTuber, KOL, influencer on your timeline has been saying we're in a bull run, this and that. But in reality, this week we actually were presented multiple catalysts that should actually catapult us into the real bull market. And that's why you're seeing nothing but euphoria and nothing but green across price action for both Bitcoin and altcoins. I mean, we literally have some altcoins out here up 200% just this week. And I'm going to go over why this time is different. Once again, I know you hear it all the time, but we actually have firm catalysts that trigger what is happening in the market right now. And I think we're set up for an explosive Q4 and Uptober. So let's go ahead and jump into it. If you guys like the content, leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel for all of the latest crypto gaming, AI, meme coin alpha on YouTube. And of course, leave your comments on what coins in your portfolio are ripping the hardest, because we got some big winners out there right now. So let me know what is eating in your portfolio this week. Now, big shout out to our sponsors first and foremost on the channel here. We of course have Universe, we have OnMe, we have Moon Tropica, we have NordVPN, all of our exchange partners, but we also are partnered up with Ledger. And Ledger, look, they just came out with their new device, which I actually have one on the way. I'm really excited to get this Ledger Stacks. And I use Ledgers religiously. You know, I have the Bluetooth one, I have one that's like only connectivity. So I keep a lot of my crypto on Ledgers. And as you can see, this device here with the touch screen and all that good stuff, like, I think this is their coolest design yet. I'm really excited to get my hands on the Ledger Stacks. You can actually get your hands on yours below for a discounted price as well, down below in the description. So check out Ledger Stacks in the description down below. Now let's jump into it. I'm sure this is what most of you guys look like this week, just absolutely bathing in your gains, and it does feel good this week in the market. Better than what we felt in any recent time period, right? Q4 is upon us, crypto gaming's heating up, AI's waking up. It's going to be a fun end of 2024, and it is time to lock in. I tweeted this one this morning, me locking TF in for October. And it is that time. And one thing I want to say, like, when we look at the euphoria in the market right now, and we're not even in a euphoric state, but the momentum that we're carrying, it does feel so much better right now than it did for the last all-time high. To me, when we hit the last all-time high, there was a lack of like genuine excitement. There was really no reason to be like, woohoo, we broke all-time high, we got into the 70s, but it was so short-lived, and it was around the ETF, and we all kind of knew, like, okay, we're not about to push to 80, 90, 100K right now. It just felt much more tame, like calm in a way. It wasn't really giving the same energy that we ever saw in 2021, or even really like last November when altcoins were going insane and like the gaming space. There was a lot of euphoria at that point in time. I think right now we're seeing much more of a feeling that this run has more excitement, more euphoria, more just genuine, what feels like accelerated speed. Like we're up at 65 right now, finally broke resistance. We have China, which is confirmed an alt season, basically, with the announcement of $500 billion in stimulus. So, of course, 2020, we saw the stimulus stuff happen. And here in America, due to the thing that I can't name on YouTube due to their guidelines, but the thing that kept you in your homes for such a long time, you know, the stimulus package went out, markets simultaneously started absolutely ripping. And we saw that here with the $500 billion stimulus for China. This should stimulate the market. And then Easy goes into further details here. The U.S. cutting rates of 50 basis points to start economy's soft landing out the window. We have election season. Market's probably going to be pretty frothy around that time period. And then on top of that, we just have the notorious October, which is the best month in crypto's history. The best quarter in crypto's history is genuinely and typically is Q4. So we're lining up for just so many catalysts that scream that the bull market now has begun, and you need to be positioned. And guys, this tweet here is exactly what I say on this show. Literally for 1 year, you've had an opportunity to get in these entries on these projects. Has it been hard? Yes. Have we had ups and downs? Absolutely. Have altcoins been literally down only for the last 6 months? Yes, they have. But you pay attention to this industry every day, and you still are now looking at, did I miss the pump? You should never be wondering that. You should be sitting here saying, I'm happy that I stacked whenever things were bad, when sentiment was low, when people called me stupid, when people said that crypto gaming wasn't coming back. Many in crypto just don't take the chance, and you'd be set up to sit back. Like right now, my bags have been packed. I've been telling you guys for the longest, I'm stacking up majors. So Sol, Ton, AVAX, Caspa, Tau, those types of coins. And then going down the ladder, I'm stacking up the big gaming stuff. Stuff like Beam, Superverse, Prime, which by the way, you know, Beam up 20% this month. We have Ronin up 18% just this week. We have Superverse up 47% this month. We have Prime up 44% this month. And this just shows you seek out the strength in this market and you stack into those coins. Even memes. We have Mog up 40% this week. We have Brett up 15% this week. Like, things are moving quite quickly, and this is from seeking out strength in the market and cutting out the weak tokens. And guys, there's gonna be a time where we trickle back down. And if I'm looking at the market from a lower market cap perspective right now, I think Crown, you know, up 100% this month. So it has taken a little bit of a run, but I think Crown rebounds back above $1 very, very easily. I think NACA and PYR even are still very good positions. I think 𝗖𝗢𝗡, you know, 83 million for 𝗖𝗢𝗡 is super cheap at this moment in time. Wilder World at 28 cents, around that 75 million market cap, is just screaming that it's too low. We have Carrot up 73% this week, but the market cap still is, in my opinion, a good value level. I think Polis is probably the best gaming buy on Solana in general. You know, right now, 47 million market cap for the blue chip game in an ecosystem in the Solana, you know, really in the entire chain. And then we have Citus, which is linked up to Ton Station Games. Ton Station just hit 10 million users. Absolutely crazy. We've seen big TGEs this week from Hamster Combat, as well as, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 I mean, there's plenty of low market cap stuff you could be taking a look at. WAGMI's up 106% this month. We have Moon Tropica bouncing up 20%. So there are strength in the low caps. But for me right now, I'm so hyper-focused on just my big positions. And I saw a comment on the last show. It's like, it's hard to get rich with these higher market cap coins. You know, you're not going to get 100x out of these coins, but it's going to set up the beginning of your run. You can use some of those profits and trickle them down into these low market cap plays, because the low caps, you do not have to catch it at the dirt bottom to make money. Like, when altcoins start getting frothy, people's risk tolerance widens and they're willing to go down into these low market cap coins. And that's when you can strike and take advantage of these things. I am allocated into a few, of those lower market cap things that I just mentioned, but they're not my focus at this moment in time. And until we break through, hold this 65 level, start climbing towards 66, 67, we see altcoins continue to make runs, I might take a few lower market cap bets. But for now, I'm maintaining my conviction. And there's a reason for that. When we're looking across the gaming sector, there's a couple common themes. Number one, Avalanche. Avalanche games right now, I think, have a chokehold on the future of crypto gaming. We have MapleStory and we have Off the Grid. Today, we have Avalanche announcing a $40 million retroactive grant for Avalanche L1. So this is going to reward developers who contribute to the test net and launch their projects on mainnet. And then we see Gunzilla, who has just brought on Delphi Digital. Delphi Digital is one of the biggest venture funds in the space. They have become the biggest validator for Guns nodes for the Avalanche L1 that Gunzilla runs. there's no way you could be tangibly bearish on anything going on in the Gunzilla and Avalanche ecosystem. And about a month and a half, 2 months ago, I singled out the 3 coins that I thought were the best trades. And those trades specifically were Avalanche at $20. It's now at $29. I singled out Superverse. It was around like 50 cents. Now it's above $1. And then we had Beam, which is moving up slowly, but a 20% move on the month, not too shabby. So those 3 coins did perform quite well. And Avalanche is shaping up to be one of the strength chains in the space alongside like a Ronin. So I think that you have to have your eyes on something like an AVAX. So this is where my focus is. And with the catalyst we're having right now, there's no reason, A, you shouldn't have exposure into these coins. And B, we have so much more upside left. So even if you are on the sidelines, like I'm taking the approach of someone who's in the market. I don't need to take on a lot of new coins right now. I have a lot of money caught up in projects. I have a lot of money caught up in upcoming TGEs. So for me, it's more of a sit back and watch the market play out type of thing, like what Becker had tweeted, which I showed. But for you, if you're on the sideline, let's say you're maybe 20% allocated into the market and you want to know what you should do, I would just take a look at what are the things that really haven't moved the hardest. A Ronin around $1.90. We have stuff like, I would even say, if we're going down the ladder here a little bit, taking a look at something like a Zentry. I still think Zentry has a lot of strength. If we're going down here, 𝗖𝗢𝗡, not really pumped this month. Wilder World, not too pumped this month. So if you're waiting and you have stables on the side, I would just try to seek out the things that haven't moved too aggressively over the last 7 or 30 days. But if you want to choose stuff that's moved aggressively, just take a look at the market caps. I think 𝗂𝗧 is another one. It hasn't really moved this month, but it's shown strength in the market every single time. So if I'm looking at coins, it would still be those top 4 for me in the gaming space. It's Beam, Ronin, Prime, and Super. There's no reason for me to divert from that conviction, considering I think Super is going to go to multi-billions. I think Prime probably lines itself up to be back above all-time highs here in the short term, and then $50 to $100 in the long term. Like I think that that's a very, very easy prediction. I think Ronin is the most undervalued gaming coin in the entire space. So like, if you've missed some of this, just take a look at the market caps versus all-time highs and realistically weigh out the fact that, okay, if we look at Ronin, it hit all-time highs of $4.20 just 6 months ago. So you're looking at over a 2x, which is tangible, very, very possible, and it will happen. Like Ronin is one of the most undervalued coins in the entire blockchain crypto industry, let alone crypto gaming. So that's how I would play it if I'm sidelined. I'm going to take a look at A, maybe what are some of the strong projects that haven't made crazy moves yet? Or B, what are the ones that still have made moves but have so much growth potential given their market caps? And then another thing that I'm really tuned into are TGEs. So like right now, we have Dark Times, which is a very anticipated project. They have some of the biggest backers. They're on Sui. Sui has been hot this month. They're launching on the 28th. And actually, we were able to get this one on the Nexus Pad Launchpad. So for you guys out there that want to invest alongside what I've been doing and the pre-market stuff, we've had access to Seed World, Gunzilla, Skillful AI, which was a big cook. We had Play Ember, we have Lingo, Aether. But if you go down here, we did about $185,000 raise for Dark Times. So if you want to invest alongside and you have to KYC, all that good stuff, link down below in the description, and you can get access to not only investments, but potentially all of the tools on our software, from our dashboard, portfolio tracking, market overview, etc. So links down below in the description for that. But I think these TGEs are also going to tell us a lot about where the market is. Like, how frothy are we? I think these TGEs, I think Dark Times was at 30 million at the raise we did, and I'll actually jump in and check, because I think it's a valuable thing to know. The round FTV was 25 million. So, Yeah, we'll see. I mean, if this hits a couple $100 million, it's like a 10x on TGE. I think that it's firm to say like liquidity, the froth is back at that point in time. And then we have Unioverse, one of the partners here on the channel, launching on the 30th of September. I think Tony and the team and Wyeth over here, they've been just absolutely crushing it. So really excited to see this TGE play out. And I think that these upcoming launches will tell us a lot about where the market is, where the appetite is for launches, because over the last 6 months, we've been down only. Really, ever since Portal, things have been rough because of where the market's been. So excited to see exactly what comes from these. And like I said, if you want to get involved alongside, you can join Nexus, and our public launchpad access goes live here very, very soon. And that's going to wrap it up for the core content of the show. I am super bullish. We have China stimulus. We have rate cuts. Job numbers are looking great. We're heading into Q4, October, election season, the year before the typical top. Like, everything's lining up according to plan. And I could not be more bullish at this moment in time. And at this moment, I'm sitting back. Like, probably there's an opportunity to get involved with some new coins. But for me, I'm going to play it conservatively until we really confirm that October is in. Like, because September has been an up month and people called it Rectimber. So you have to leave every possibility on the table, and everyone's leaning one way. So you always have to have at least the possibility in your mind that things can go the other. But for me, we're really shaping up for an amazing, amazing Q4. And I'm investing towards that. I'm sitting in my bags. I'm going to see where we go over the course of the next 30 to 60 days around the election. So guys, let me know down below in the comments what you're bullish on at this point in time, what tokens you're most focused on, and are we going to get the October that everyone so says we will? And then a big shout out to our sponsors here on the channel, OnMe. They just had their mint on Magic Eden. The sales wrapped up, as they said here in their recap tweet. You're going to be able to unlock all those utilities in the coming week as well. Jump into the game. Like, legitimately, the game is cool. I can go around Miami and I can, capture these different moments and different items and stuff like that, and the VR, AR experience that they have made. It's on Google Play. It's on Apple App Store. Go check it out down below in the description. I mean, this team has built some of the best experiences in Web 2 and Web 3, some of the best art design, etc. So check it out down below on me, and hop in, check out the NFTs as well. They have a lot of utility. You're going to get the airdrop for the OnMe token, so there's a lot baked into that. Links down below in the description. Guys, I'm going to hop out of here for the day. Links in the description. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm bullish. Are you bullish? Let me know in the comments. As always, play well, my friends.